I get really angry. I get really angry. I was broken. I was feeling broken and ready to explode. I stopped on the side to realize what they said and what they said. I felt that I have to do something. That was the message that I get. That I'm feeling that I have to do something. It can't happen.
Qui sont obligés de fuir leur maison et de rechercher la sécurité, la protection et la paix.
Here we are in the middle of Lesbos, in the oldest building of Mytilene, actually. And I'm sitting here with a Greek man named Thanasis. I've heard this name everywhere, but this Thanasis is special. I've been talking to him on all these occasions when things were happening on the island, and I had to know, like, what are the facts, what's really happening. And Thanasis is very, very engaged on the situation of people on the move on the island. And I'm really privileged to talk on this podcast, Living as Neighbours, with Thanasis on what it is to live as a neighbour for and with people on the move. Welcome, Thanasis.
Thank you. Thank you, very good.
Very happy to see you again. It's been, how often have you seen each other?
A
couple of times.
Yes, 2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times.
Yeah, definitely on 2020 when you flew in Lesbos. And,
that's true.
One of the strongest moments of the island of our life, I can say.
Thank you so much. Oh, it was a crazy moment. Just for the listener, we were engaged with the whole relocation thing. The Netherlands had promised to relocate people and they didn't do it. Then Moria burned down. And we needed an airlift out of this island instead of money and sleeping bags to the island. And, together with all these Dutch people, we rented a plane, a Boeing 737, and we flew in the direction of Lesbos.
Just direction on Lesbos with a direct message. I can say, with a direct message. It was a strong moment. And for us, feeling that... on the field, we have so much support that civil society have the capacities to respond on emergencies much better.
Does it feel lonely? Does it get lonely sometimes when you're on the island? You think you're the only one?
No. No. I'm not feeling lonely because it's this support. This time it was you and the groups from Netherlands, people from Germany, people from France, from Italy. This that happened in Lesbos is that bring a lot of people together, not only the people on the move that passed by, but there is a lot of support from different countries, all kind of people.
Yeah, you work here with Leave No One Behind.
Yeah, I am part of Leave No One Behind team in Lesbos.
Yeah, and that's not a Greek organization, right?
We have Greek entity.
Okay, good.
Yes, but the idea of Leave No One Behind start from Germany.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I know so many people from the Netherlands and from all over Europe that fly to Lesbos to help, which is great. But it's a little bit different when you're living in Greece and you see what's happening around you and you realize, this is my country. I got to do something.
For me, something, we are living with immigrants. As I remember myself, I remember people from India doing our agriculture. When I start working, I work with 16 Pakistani people in the same factory. We lived with foreigners. We lived in big cities. You can say that we are used because if you grow up in an environment that everyone is Greek, speaking one language, and you are growing, getting out of the house, and you are seeing that there is different people. That it's from always I was accepting the different. In the beginning, stand by, but actually, through the years, I realized that we are all the same.
You were not born on Lesbos, right?
No.
Where
No,
were you
I
born?
born in Halkida.
Where's that?
Halkida is on Evia Island. It's the big city of Evia.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 80 kilometers from Athens.
Yeah. Hey, you had a good job in an aluminium factory, working together with 16 Pakistani people. You said.
Yes.
That was
I
good
was
life.
working in an aluminium industry as a logistic manager for about 10 years. Yes,
And then-
I had a normal life.
Yes, and
you
some-
can say that
Exactly.
we are used on this every day.
But that was your normal life.
Yeah.
And then that's the interesting and important part of this podcast. You live with your neighbors. That's what you do. Even when you move, you still live with your regular neighbors. And then at some point, there's a change, and it affects the rest of your life big time. And it's the moment you realize there are other people than your neighbors that need a neighbor.
Exactly.
What happened to you?
All my life, as I remember, I'm getting out of my home and I'm saying 20 good mornings on people. To living with our neighbor, it was one of my goals to be in a good mood in the life, not to try to make it and make it work and for you and for the people around you. This is my style. I am open with all the people. And the people on the move, in the beginning, when I start seeing these people that were in that crazy need, because it was really emergency on 2015 that I came on Lesbos. In the beginning, it was curious. When I start seeing the people, I was curious about them. Who is who? Where is he going? What he's doing? Definitely, I have two parts on my mind. One is the fact that he is in danger and I have to respond, because I came as a rescuer and I was doing sea rescue, welcoming the boats that were coming, helping the people getting out of the boat, and the first response we are providing on the shoreline, the first response for the people that were coming through the boat, wet, with in the very, very bad situation. I don't want to describe it. I think all of us know how it is anymore. After 7 years and so many images, we know exactly what's happening in a boat.
Well, the thing is, you know, but the listeners, they will not know unless they have experienced it.
I don't think that we can say that anymore. At least one image everybody has seen.
Yes.
It's up to us how we will connect it emotionally with ourselves, with us. And for some other people is inspiration. I have to do something. I have to. It's something that you can't control it. I came here because I couldn't control it. It was a calling for me.
Yes, how did that calling happen? Because I know you worked in an aluminium factory.
In that time, I was doing sales in Athens. And the most of the day, I was in my car going from one place to the other. It was 2014 in that time, yes, June of 2014 in the city center of Athens, driving and listening to radio, and it happened something that I couldn't imagine. It's only on movies for me. I feel like a virgin this time, and something break to me, listening about a shipwreck in Pharmakonisi, south.
A shipwreck?
Shipwreck. And it was 4 children missing, dead children. And the father of 2 or 3, if I remember well, the kids, saying on the microphone that I saw the coastguards kicking my children into the sea. They could save them, and they didn't save them. I stopped on the side. I tried on the road, side of the road. I tried to calm, and there I couldn't think something else. I was staying by myself and I had this voice. After that start the big wave of refugees.
Yeah, but what did you do?
Syria.
What did you do? I mean, you feel this calling. Do you go immediately to your boss and say, "Hey, I'm off"?
I can't say on the microphone what I said because I get really angry. I get really angry. I was broken. I was feeling broken and ready to explode. I stopped on the side to realize what they said and what they said. I felt that I have to do something. That was the message that I get. That I'm feeling that I have to do something. It can't happen. You know, we have tradition supporting. As Greeks, this country we are supporting, especially the war in Serbia that I remember it very well. I was a grow-up man in that time. And I saw response from this is what I learned from our society, from Greek society, that we are supporting.
Yeah.
And after that, I couldn't think anything else. And with the first chance, I was looking how I will manage to come in Lesbos. We are in the middle of the crisis in Greece, financial crisis. The salaries was really low. And the time in the center, it was not good season to be in the center. Trying to find a way how I come, and finally I make it a year later, on September of 2015, arrived on the island as a volunteer. I work, I did the rescue with a PICPA team. PICPA camp.
So there was an
Lesbos
organization.
Solidarity now. In that time, it was not a Lesbos Solidarity. It was a group of activists that running this running PICPA. Yeah, and we work. I work with them. I stayed there for 3 years and a half till July of.
And you went out to the beach, to the sea, to rescue people, as you said.
The third day that I arrived, the first day they didn't let me to work because yes, it was a long trip to come. They told me, I remember now, Yanis, I think. No, it was Dionysia that told me, you will stay home, get rest, and come tomorrow. The second day I met the place, and the third day they gave me a car, and they said, no, it was Matthew that told me, let's go. And that's it.
What happened at that first day? Because these days you never forget.
The first boat, it was really difficult. It was night, 10 o'clock. We were back from our shift. There were not boat in that morning. At 10 o'clock, we were getting a phone call about on an alert, a boat with 150 people is coming to the island. They gave us the location. We went there and we saw a wooden fishing boat, not very big, with 150 people actually on the boat, inside the boat, under the boat, everywhere. That while we're coming, they found the shallow water and the boat stuck. The people stressed moved from one side, and the boat started getting water. The children, it was under the deck.
There's people inside the hull, right?
Yeah, but it was very close on the shore. But also the boat was taking water. We get in, a person went speak Arabic to them because they were Arab people. Asked them to balance the boat. We stopped the boat taking water, and after that we take on our shoulders one by one, because it was on 1 meter 50 centimeter, 1.5 meter the depth. We could walk. and we managed to bring all the people out on the shore.
With how many
A
people were
group
there?
about of 20, 30 people that get into the water. Yes, it was chaotic. It was a chaotic night, and that was my first experience.
What did it do to you?
That's, I felt that I have to do more, that it's a really emergency. It's not fun that this is not happening here. There are people in danger.
So you got what you came for. Like, I need
Yes,
to be
yes.
there.
I think that in that night I wear my suit,
You wear your suit. What does
Yeah.
it mean?
my swimming suit.
Ah. Hey, you were living, I mean, your neighbors, your relatives, your family is living in Greece too. You made this choice. What was your reaction of your neighbors and your family?
My family accepted immediately. It was never trying to stop me on doing something. Yes, when I grow up, my parents was okay. Yeah, I was not also so crazy kid. Yes, I was going with the flow, with my way. They accepted. The neighbors accepted also. I'm going back and I'm seeing smiles on them. When they are seeing me, they are happy that I was there. I was here on the moment that was really needed. My neighborhoods in my hometown also are people that understand what's mean to be poor, what's mean to be in the war. We were 50 years after the Second World War. No, 70 years. It's the memories also.
People still know.
My mom, born in 1939. When the war happened, it was young children. They have the memories. It was to these people. It was easy to pass and explain them that look, they are coming from a war. Bombs. Also, they are seeing it.
Yeah.
They were saying it was a response from Greece in 2015. I think all the Greeks respond on that
On the same hospitable level.
No, it was something that everybody was feeling that I have to do something, and that for some people that they are not saying anything and they did nothing. Also, it was a position. But it was accepted. It was something that we were realizing that there is a problem. October of 2015 in up north, it was a big shipwreck with 48 people losing their life. Before that, it was another incident. We had every day the news was talking about the people that are coming. It was something that we had. It was in our life already.
Yeah. So everybody was acting as a neighbor.
Yeah.
As a Greek person, I mean, it's your the national pride as well to be there for people in need. What changed in the years after?
Actually, the thing it was how to translate happened so many things.
Yeah.
How Moria went, the policy changed, the border closed. EU had a plan, but do not have a plan. It was something that everybody working it in that time. It was first time that 1 million people had to pass by this island. It was a really big event. And our government in that time, they didn't know how to respond. It was something also, and for them, that it was a really huge event.
Yeah. You were received with praise, I mean, with understanding by your neighbors and by your family. But then after the first crisis, there always comes a moment that people think, well, maybe there's something else we need to do. Did you ever think of like hesitated, like maybe I gotta leave this thing?
It's something. It's good. It's good that you are making this question. You're doing me this question because in the beginning it's like an addiction. I left for first time to go back to do some paperwork that I have to do for some days, for a few days in Athens, and I couldn't think something else. My life changed on the way that I have something to do and I'm doing it, and I was feeling, and I was getting back also. Not I was getting back. It's a pleasure that you are making it when you are responding in this situation, and finally you make it to take the people out of the boat, to put them in the bus, and with the bus to go. It was a meaning. It was a meaning that was giving you, and you can't think something else when you know that there are people in danger, and you are the person that you have to respond.
It's an addiction.
It's adrenaline, actually, to be in this mood, to be alert, and it's also the whole spirit.
Yeah, of all the activists
Yes,
together, all the workers
of them
together.
were
Of
like
course,
this.
I mean, that's very intense.
Yeah.
I know the feeling. I mean, not as long as you do, but once you're in it, there's no way you can think about anything else. All the world is unimportant.
True.
This is my life.
True.
And then at some point, you feel tired.
I'm feeling tired because I'm getting older.
Yes. Yeah, but after these first 3 months.
Yes, it's normal. It's also in how is the conditions here? You know, of course, on summer you will get tired if you are working.
Yeah.
If you have to do 3-4 hours work under the sun with 35 degrees, you will get
Of
exhausted.
course,
Yes,
of course,
it's
of
a
course.
normal thing now to get tired.
Yeah.
But providing the support and working in this field, I haven't felt tired because, the concept, it's ongoing.
So you never hesitated or wanted to stop?
No, actually. I don't think, I'm not finding myself in another place.
Once you've made this choice and you're here rescuing people and you still can be of meaning, then there's no way out. Would you recommend it to everybody, this life of yours?
It's how you're feeling it. For me, it was emotional. It was I transformed my mentality. It was a calling. It was a calling. The incident that broke me, the shipwreck of 2014, and a year after, I managed to come. All this time that I was waiting, I couldn't think something else. It was everywhere, on the radio, on the TV, the people on the streets, the image of people one after the other with their backpack. The kids are coming. It was an image from another timeline.
Yeah, well, and once you've seen it, you cannot unsee it anymore, right? You see it everywhere.
You see it sometimes. Yeah, you see it. As long Moria was existing, the old Moria before the fire, very often we were seeing this scene.
Yeah, but also even spiritually, once you've heard this voice from this man on the radio, and it sticks in your mind and in your soul, then you see everywhere the image reminding you of your calling.
Yes, you couldn't change subject. We couldn't. It was 20 all this time from 14 to 15. It happened something that never happened in our history.
Yeah.
1 million people walk.
But you took
swim.
Yeah, but you took it personally.
I take it personally because also the life in the financial crisis and the lifestyle that were putting us in, were to try to manage with the half of your salary suddenly in 2 years. It was a big thing. Of course, you want to change, you want to do different things.
Because you went down in
my
salary.
salary went on the half, and all my life was built on that salary.
And how does that combine with the calling? I mean, why does the economic situation have anything to do with the calling?
It was from one side the thing that your life is sucking.
Okay.
And from the other side, it's time for you to come out on the light and do something that you can. I take all my savings, the boat, and I came in Lesbos with the ferry. And the first image from Lesbos, it's this dinghy that it's for the wheels, black, the tires of the car. Sabrella, we are calling it. It's plastic.
Yeah, rubber.
Rubber.
Yeah,
exactly. This rubber, all the sea, all the way since we 1 hour before the ferry get into Mytilene, you were looking the water, and you were seeing this rubber
of the boats.
Yes.
And the swimming vests.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah, that was.
It was that intense that time. Yeah.
I stayed out at the ferry. I didn't sleep that night. To if there is a boat coming. It were coming 10, 15 boats a day. On 2015, Skalas Kamia, they had a day with 100 boats of 50, 60 people.
How does it make it different when you do this as a Greek person or as a person from Germany, the Netherlands, Switzerland, Sweden? What's the difference?
The difference? There is no difference.
Because you're local. It's your country.
It was more easy to be part of also the local environment. I could understand the people on the shops, on the kiosk, on the cafeteria. That was, I think, it's one of benefits to be Greek.
Yeah, yeah.
The working environment in that time, we were not Greek. We were 10 Greek. 10, 15 Greek people in Pikpa. When our team meetings, our assemblies was 35 people, we were only 10, 15 Greek.
Yeah, the whole world gathered here to help.
Till Malaysia, we had the Malaysian volunteer.
The whole world gathered.
It was a new world.
Yeah.
So many people, different people, and important people. Everybody was something and doing something. It was not like the other life outside on the street that there's random people. On the activist world that started in Lesbos, only great people.
Only great people.
Only great people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you ever have to fight or discuss with the other Greeks you knew in your own language about what you were doing?
Yes, I fought for that, but not on 2015, 2016. No. The things changed after EU-Turkey deal on 2016. And there, in the beginning, we have to explain to some of our friends, Greek friends, to explain what's really happening, what is actually this EU-Turkey deal. And after that, when you have also to fight. It was, so many fake news, so many rumors. The people didn't know. The people were listening, and they wanted someone to explain. On that explanation, there were some people getting it, and some people didn't want to get it. without, and from their side, without any argument. They were saying, yes, I was listening them like that. This is the right-wing speeches. And a lot of hate speeches against the people that they do not know.
So you had to fight your fellow countrymen sometimes. It's quite a thing to do this in your own country, because if you come here as a foreigner to help, how do I phrase this? Then you always leave. You won't leave.
I'm not leaving. I am feeling well. I am feeling well. I didn't change. I changed a bit. I think from the good side, I changed for good. All this time meeting new people, people from different cultures, different nationalities. That opened my mind more.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that, because that's what I've heard before. That if people start to respond to the calling, as you said, they often encounter lots of trouble, pain, difficulties, grief, tears, joy, lots of laughter, lots of great people they meet. But they also always say, I have changed as a person for the better. What happened to you?
I gave to the people, I accept the people.
Yes, but what happened to you as a person? How did you develop as a person?
It was a switch, just switch. I have to. I was living with them.
Yeah.
I was working with them.
Mm-hmm.
It was not possible to ignore them. I have to pay my attention when they are asking something.
Yeah.
When the people were coming outside, I was looking in them in their eyes to take them on the boat to see if they are well. I was touching their feet and their legs. I came very close to the people.
And how did it change you?
I accepted. Just accept it. I was not so difficult to. After that, you know, when you are in your bubble, thinking everything out of the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
I have to deal with the people, and it was totally direct. You had it was the moment, and every single moment it was different. Different person, different situation.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to manage with, as long I am, at this time that I was, on 2015 and 16, I was on the island till the deal, estimating about 300,000 people passing from the island.
Yeah,
I think from that people, at least their boats, I was present on 80% of the boats that come on this time.
Crazy.
Yes, I saw many people, so many different situations, difficult. I remember it was 80 years old granny that she have to sit in the middle of the boat, and it was the last one when everybody get out, and I approached her with an Arab speaking person. I asked him, what's he saying? She said, she can't move. And we have to carry this lady out of the boat. And when she's taking out, we are taking her out, she's asking us a small chair that she had to sit in the boat. She tried to manage in this difficulty she took, because you know that she can't sit with her knees tight. She said, when we take her out, please the God to have you well, my son. And there I saw my grandmother. Everybody was a part of our family.
What's the situation now?
After 2020, the island changed. After 2020, the island militarized. You can find all kind of the police, all kind of special forces. The refugees for the new reality in Greece, they were enemies. And the state were coming in a phase that the state and EU is doing war on civilians. A silence war that wherever they found them, they are beating them, they are stripping them, and they throw them back in Turkey.
Yeah.
If they found them here on the island, finally on the island, they are taking them back in a dinghy and in Turkey. If they found them in the water, 3 Coast Guard vessels blocking them, making them to go back.
So you're not having the most difficulty with your Greek neighbors. You're having the most difficulty with your Greek government or the Coast Guard.
It's a part of ourselves. If you are in a place 7 years and you're dealing with that, everybody knows you. Everybody, and you know everybody. You can see the difference. You can see the changes. With the Coast Guards, I don't have any bad incident, me personally, with them. There is some officers that we work in that time together that they were seeing because we were allowed to go on the beach. Now we are not allowed to go to the beach.
I mean,
now it's illegal.
You're helping enemies, as you said.
Yes. And we are keeping a relationship high. We know what they're doing. They know what we are doing. It's like this the game now.
It's a game.
It's a game. It is a game. With every time is changing. Something new coming in. Something. In the beginning, the situation it was we were working together with the Coast Guard. Now the Coast Guards don't want to see us around. If they will see my car passing by from an arrival, it's very dangerous for me.
What would happen?
I don't know. Well, everything can happen. From do nothing to you till they take you there to find out why you are on that beach, that time, and
try to accuse you of something.
There are many cases against activists on the island.
Yeah.
Many cases against activists, against journalists.
And of course, I mean, it's logical from the point of view if you have declared that the refugees are enemy of the state and you're helping them.
You are an enemy of the state immediately.
Yeah.
The same time.
Yeah. So that's the cost of being the neighbor for people on the move at the moment.
I always been critical with the governments. It's something that I am against and I'm criticizing them all my life. Our life it was not made so well. All our life we have problems, and responsible it was the state. That was not my problem to go against that new reality. I am against all time but now we have to do what is right and what is wrong. Who is doing the mistake? This is, we are coming in the time that we were doing the aftermath. And the shipwreck that we were talking in our beginning on the shipwreck in Pharmaconesia in 2014 went to the European Court and find the Greek government guilty. And we have to pay the victims 350,000 euro.
Yeah.
Why I have to pay? Because I have to pay. I just pay my taxes today. The number for a single man that is working and living, if you have to pay 1,200 euro, it's a headache.
Yeah.
Okay. I paid this 350,000. All the Greeks is paid. Why we have to pay? Because you decide stop them and kill them. And where is this person, the killer, the murderer? Why he didn't get arrested?
Yeah.
I pay the fine. Bring me the person that did it. It's simple mind, simple thoughts, but it's right and wrong. And always it's coming the aftermath.
And that's coming now.
Take time.
Takes time.
Takes time.
Yeah,
It
takes
takes 8 years for that case.
All right, Thanasis. Thanks a
It's
lot.
historical.
Thanks a lot. Ευχαριστώ
Thank you.
for this time of talking and getting behind the scenes of, well, the pictures we see of people coming, people rescuing, and people choosing to dedicate their life to the fate of others, finding meaning and also finding difficulties. A lot.
It's difficult.
It's beautiful to see you work and to see you also find the thing you have to do in your life. I mean, it's almost a religious word you use by calling.
It's I don't know. Maybe it's schizophrenia. Yes, sometimes you are listening your voice.
Yeah.
It's. I was listening my voice.
Exactly.
It's like I break and listening a father saying for his children that someone, I saw them killing them. Imagine to be in this situation. You have 2 kids.
Yeah, I know.
And you know, something else that always I'm saying it. This time it's happening for them. The next time could happen for us.
Yeah.
Suddenly a war grow in Ukraine. All these people didn't even imagine it, think that we are going in this direction. 5 million people flee from Ukraine in 2 months, 3. Can happen to everyone.
It can happen everywhere.
Yeah. Go to the light. Be a better person. That was my meaning. And I'm giving as a result on that.